At 82, I've learned a lot about life, but there's one decision I deeply regret: moving into a nursing home. At the time, it seemed like the right choice. My family encouraged it, promising I'd have all the care and comfort I needed. I believed them. But once I got there, I realized the reality was nothing like what I had imagined. Maybe you're thinking about this option for yourself or a loved one. Maybe you feel it's the safest choice, or you've been told it will make life easier. Before you take that step, I want to share 6 things I wish someone had told me before I moved in. Because the truth is, life in a nursing home isn't just about convenience. It changes everything. And once you go in, getting out isn't as simple as you might think. Stay with me until the end. Some of these lessons might surprise you. And if you know someone considering a nursing home, this video might be exactly what they need to hear before making a life-changing decision. Regret. Struggle 1. Losing my independence. The biggest shock wasn't the small room, the set meal times, or even the unfamiliar faces. It was realizing I'd lost control over my own life. Before moving in, I had routines. I decided when to wake up, when to eat, how to spend my day. I could take walks whenever I wanted, cook my own meals, or just sit quietly in my favorite chair with a book. But inside the nursing home, everything ran on their schedule, not mine. Breakfast was at a set time. Even if I wasn't hungry, lights out happened at a certain hour. Whether I was ready or not, want to take a walk, you might need permission and probably have to wait for someone to assist you. Simple decisions, like what to eat or even what to wear, stopped being basics, rights, and started feeling like privileges. I remember my first week, waking up in a bed that didn't feel like mine. I reached for the book I'd been reading at home. Then it hit me. This wasn't my home anymore. My books, my chair, my little comforts were gone, replaced by sterile walls and routines I didn't choose. I was no longer in charge of my own life. The hardest part? Once you give up your independence, getting it back is almost impossible. You adapt because you have to. You stop arguing when they tell you what's for dinner. You stop asking if you can go for a walk whenever you want. You learn to fit into their system. But in the process, you start losing yourself. If you're considering a nursing home, ask yourself, are you ready to give up the small freedoms that make life yours? Because once they're gone, you'll miss them more than you ever thought possible. Regret number 2. Feeling forgotten. One of the hardest truths about moving into a nursing home. The world outside keeps moving, without you. When I first arrived, my family promised they'd visit often. And for a while, they did. My daughter came once a week. My grandchildren visited on weekends. It felt like I still had a connection to my old life. But as the months went by, visits became less frequent. My daughter started calling instead of coming by. My grandchildren got busy with school and work. Holidays were the hardest. Everyone promised they'd come, but plans changed at the last minute, and suddenly, I found myself sitting alone in a common room, watching other residents stare at the door, hoping today would be the day someone remembered them. It's not that my family stopped loving me. Life just got in the way. When you're not around every day, It's easy for people to forget, even those who care the most. Regret. Number 3. The loss of privacy. Living in a nursing home means sharing your space, often with strangers. At home, I had my privacy. I could close the door, take a shower without someone waiting outside, or just enjoy quiet moments alone. But in the nursing home, privacy becomes rare. Rooms are small, and sometimes you share them with others. Staff enter your room throughout the day for checkups, medications, or cleaning, often without much warning. It felt like my personal space didn't belong to me anymore. This constant lack of privacy can chip away at your dignity and make you feel exposed in ways you never expected. If privacy matters to you, think carefully about how you'll handle this loss before moving in. Regret. Number 4. Feeling like just a number in nursing homes. Residents sometimes get treated like tasks on a checklist. There's a routine to follow, and staff are often stretched thin, trying to care for many people at once. I noticed I became just another name on a list, not a person with unique needs and stories. Sometimes requests were delayed or forgotten. Sometimes I felt invisible. This feeling of being overlooked can be deeply lonely and frustrating. If you want to maintain a sense of individuality and respect, consider how the nursing home prioritizes personal care before you move in. Regret. 5. Missing the comfort of home. No matter how well the nursing home tries, it's never the same as being in your own home. The familiar smells, your favorite chair, the sound of your own kitchen. Those little comforts matter more than we realize. I missed waking up in a space I chose, surrounded by things I loved, even small things like the freedom to decorate or have pets around suddenly disappear. If you value the emotional comfort of your own home, look for alternatives that allow you to stay there longer, like in-home care or assisted living options. Regret. Number 6. The emotional toll. Moving into a nursing home can take a heavy emotional toll. I felt grief for the life I left behind and anxiety about the unknown future. Depression and loneliness were common, not just because of being away from family, but because of the loss of control and routine. Mental health support is not always easy to find or accessible in nursing homes. If you or a loved one face this transition, make sure emotional and psychological support is part of the plan. Closing. You're thinking about a nursing home. I hope these lessons help you see what's really involved. It's not an easy decision, and it's not just about safety or care. It's about quality of life. Take your time, ask questions, consider all your options, and if you decide a nursing home is the right choice, go in with your eyes wide open, because once you're there, getting back your independence and the small joys of life can be a long, difficult road. Thank you for listening to my story. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone who might need to hear it too. You're not alone, and the more we talk openly about these realities, the better choices we can all make.